What's up, Immortals? It's your homeboy, Red Ronin GM. You know how we do. It's Friday, thank God. And man, this chapter was dramatically epic. From A to Z, oh my God. We do not get enough chapters like that. I mean, it sucks that it's only one chapter per month, but my God, it was well packed. Like, this chapter was sweet as fuck. The second threat is a nuclear bomb aboard the train going back to Earth. If that train goes below 100 km per hour, it goes boom, killing 1,074 passengers inside of this train. But if it reaches down below Earth at the base station on Earth, it kills 1,000,000 people. So Yuki Holden is facing one hell of a dire dilemma. Jinbei is realistic about the situation. He knows that he can't save 1,000 people and 1,000,000 people at the same time. So he's already invoking the possibility of having to sacrifice the 1,000 passengers. But of course, Tota is like, no go, this is not gonna happen. And of course, they're back to square one. And surprisingly, Karen agrees with Jinbei. They have to sacrifice 1,000 people to save 1,000,000. But regarding Karen's choice, I will get back to that later on. CUTLASS, as maniacal as she is, she thought everything to the single detail because she knew that Yuki Oda would use Kirie's ability to go back in time, and she planned that out, and that's how she came up with the idea of using a nuclear bomb inside a train going back to Earth. And for that to see Tota suffer, she wants him to suffer, and of course, CUTLASS cannot hurt Tota physically, so she planned all that to hurt him psychologically. To be honest, the question is why. Like, yes, she wants Tota to suffer, and seeing him having a difficulty to do a choice, she loves to see Tota, in a dilemma where he can't choose. But that's the thing. Why does she want her brother to suffer? Because I have a feeling that, these two were probably born from the same experiment. And I have a feeling that Tota was loved when he was created. And CUTLASS could have been considered as a failure. And maybe that is why CUTLASS has a huge anger against Tota. And that's just my point of view. But I have a feeling that it has to be from their past, like how they were brought to be, and how one was lucky and the other one was miserable. And while CUTLASS is holding Kirie as an hostage, this is a defining moment because we see Kirie, as usual, being upbeat when everybody else is losing hope. And she actually says that, it doesn't matter because I don't need a safe point to go back in time. If you kill me, I'll go back in time and I will stop that all over again. But here's what we don't know. And this is the thing that we discovered in this chapter. If there is no safe point where she can go back in time, and if she dies, she go back to the first time where her powers first manifested. And in that time, she suffered loneliness. So she was in a very dark place. And when when Yukimi tells that to Tota, and of course she used Karin as a conduit to relay this information to Tota, and considering all the good time they spent together, Tota doesn't want Kirie to go back in time to go to this hellish moment of her life all over again. Like, that is 10 years of hell. So Tota, he's not gonna have that. And this is where we see Kaden opposing ideas with Kurumaru, of all people. Kaden is like, we have to sacrifice those 1,000 people for the sake of 1,000,000. Like, we have no choice. And Kurumaru is like, no, we're not gonna let Kirie go back in time and doing all this hell all over again. Like, we cannot ignore all of those feelings that she has accumulated over the 10 years. Like, we cannot let her die like that all over again. I mean, not die physically, but die psychologically, because we know that Kirie, obviously, she doesn't want to go back in time, but if she has to, she will, but she doesn't want to. I really admired Kurumaru's stand on that point because usually that guy has an utmost respect for Kaden, but in this, he's like, no, fuck that, this is not gonna happen. And I think that at the moment, Kurumaru relates to Kaden because since he was born, he was considered as a monster, as a defect in his own clan. So to finally have a family that he can love and be loved by in Yuki Older, for him, I think he really, relates to Kirie to have found a family in Yuki Older after 10 years of hell. But Tota is like, you know what? Kirie, I'm falling in love with you all over again. So just you wait. Don't need to die. I will take care of this. And he was optimistic, and it pissed Cutlass to a hellish point, and she hates that fact. She hates the fact that her big brother is optimistic. And I feel like, again, it is related to her past and all that. One being happy, one being miserable, and all that. But she decides to go for the kill against Kirie. But Yukimi is not having that. She decides to go for the kill against Cutlass. And she freezes the holy hell out of her ass, like forever. Like there's dust remaining when it comes to Cutlass. Like I don't think she can regenerate from that. And she tells Tota, "Look, I'm sorry for your sister, but she was a bitch." She didn't say that in those words, but you know what I mean, right? And I thought that Cutlass would have a chance to join forces with Tota and the others, but seeing how rooted she was, in her convictions and her loyalty to Yalda, you know what? I don't think that there was a possible chance of redemption for her. But if Cutlass is really dead, that means that Negi Iyalda has just lost her time-wielding user. So now the advantage of a confrontation is back in Yuki Older's hand. So that is a great thing. Overall, this was a great chapter, an amazing one, very dramatic, very passionate. Look, Kirie, she stood a point against Cutlass, and props her. Like she was afraid, but look, she stood her own against such a devilish woman like that, and wow, bravo, seriously. Look, this chapter was perfect. Like there's not an inch, there's not a panel, there's not a line that wasn't imperfect. Like this chapter was a masterpiece. It is, from my point of view, one of the greatest chapters of the series. So tell me your thoughts about this chapter, comment, rate, subscribe, share this video, much appreciated. And about my Dragon Ball and One Piece giveaways, I will do them back in March. So please subscribe to this channel, and how to participate, just subscribe and I will pick random winners among my subscribers. So guys, Immortals, thank you for watching this review, and please, in the meantime, for the next time, take care of yourselves. See ya!